to record this. It's going to be recorded and put on the YouTube. This is just for the use of Coldwell Banker George Realty agents, for the benefit of the agents to produce more, to go out and make some more sales and represent buyers and sellers. Today, I just wanted to, the theme today was Coldwell Banker Tools, but at the same time, I wanted to go from the beginning, almost from square one. I'll be sharing my screen, and so if for any reason you don't see it, if you have questions, please write them down on the chat. If you do not know how to use the chat, just go down with your mouse to the bottom, and you will see that it says Security Participants Chat. You could always click on the chat, and you will get the chat. And then if you wanted to take a look, you can put it side by side. If you go to the top of your screen, and they'll tell you a view, then you can change the view for side by side, and that's probably the best one. So on the left-hand side, you're gonna see the presentation, and on the right-hand side, you're gonna have the chat room, okay? So I just like to rename myself. My name is Cesar Aviles, and I'm the manager at Coldwell Banker George Realty Alhambra, and I am your trainer for today. And I love to teach. I love to, because I also learn. Every time I'm teaching, I learn something new. So some of the times I'm as blind as you are. If for any reason you feel that you don't understand something, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with me not being a good teacher. So remember that. And I was saying, you have to practice. You have to get the fear out and go out to those places. So I am going to be sharing my screen. And the first place that I'm going to go is to a new web. And on this web page, I am going to type www.CB George right? And it will take me to Coldwell Banker George Realty website. Of course, it's an old one, but it serves the purpose. Number one, if you go to the right corner, right top corner, there is a navigation chart. If you go to the navigation chart, you're gonna see home, properties, buyers, sellers, about. If you click on the about, you're gonna get a little story about Coldwell Banker George Realty. Hold on a second, about me. And what it does, it tells about us, right? And we're still working on getting it better, but there is a little bit about that. On the properties, there is a search, featured searches, features listings, open houses. So if you go to the search here, you will find cities, area code, and this is like going to the MLS. So you can put any property here, and you get, like, for example, if you were to put Alhambra, California, and you go out and search properties here, it will give you every listing that is for sale in Alhambra coming from the MLS. The ones that are showcase properties are Coldwell Banker George Realty listings, right? All of a sudden, this one is Coldwell Banker George Realty, but then all of a sudden, this is Lucy's listing. One, we finish, you know, the Coldwell Banker Alhambra, then it comes back with other companies that are representing property. You'll see Mueller Realty, you see Granada Knoll Realty. So if you go to page number 2 or number 3, then there's other agents listings, right? Courtesy of Rudolph Smith, whoever that is, but it's everything that is active in the MLS will show up over here. So if you're looking for property, you could always come here and do it. If you're a buyer and you want to get a neighborhood report, you certainly can do that. If you wanted to see a mortgage calculator, you can come over here and you say, hey, if I'm going to borrow $400,000, right? And it's going to be a 30-year loan, and the interest rate is going to be 3.5. And you could always put the property taxes on the property, you know, let's say $5,000. And then the insurance on this property, $1,000, right? It will tell you what you're gonna be paying at the end of the 30 years, what you're gonna be, your interest rate that you're gonna pay, and your monthly payment is gonna be $2,296.18. So if you wanted to, there is a calculator right there, very nice, right? If you go to sellers, home values, you can always request, hey, what is my house worth? And usually you will come a lead to Coldwell Banker, and the leads from Coldwell Banker get routed automatically. We don't even know who they go to until you guys take them, okay? Contact agent roster. I've been telling you that if you are not in this roster, or if you don't have a photo, you're missing the boat, because you're making a phone call, you're sending a letter, you're talking to your friends, and they all of a sudden say, oh, I'm with Coldwell Banker George Realty. I guarantee you that 99% of the people will come in, look you up on the internet, and if they cannot find you, and if they don't see that you put a picture of you, hello, you may not even be putting a picture of my house. I don't want to be dealing with you. I'm going to go with a lady from another company, okay? So everybody should have a page over here, depending on your last name. There they are. But see, I wouldn't deal with this guy. I would deal with this one. I would not deal with Simon. I would not talk to Jamie. I would maybe call Cindy, or Shirley, or Carol, but Clean Ling is there. So make sure that your photo is right here, okay? Now, if we go to agent login, there is, advertise your home. This is a list of all the publications. So if you wanted to take a look at the Chinese newspaper, World Journal, on February the 5th, we already uploaded February 5th newspaper. If you wanted to get a copy, you can download a copy of the newspaper, and you can show your clients. If you list your home with me, I'm going to put a beautiful photo of your house, and I'm going to put it in Chinese and blah, blah, blah. Whatever you're going to do, you can use this to market yourself and market your customers, okay? I just want to make sure that you have access to this information, okay? If you wanted to see what happened on March of 2020, there you go. March of 2020 advertising, it was there, so you can use it. So no big deal. If you wanted to go to the LA Times, the last February the 13th, the LA Times, this is what came out in the LA Times, and it has all that information, So if you want copies, you could always download it, very easy. Download to your computer as a PDF, and you can email it to somebody. So no problem. The next one that I wanted to show you on the agent login, it says training and coaching, and you certainly have a way to go over here. You can click on the Mike Ferry, and it will have the entire Mike Ferry collection of a sales system, okay? All 20 whatever videos once a week. You can watch them, all of them. They're like 14 minutes, 11 minutes. And all Mike Ferry is always, like he said, is as old as a garlic. And you can play them all, watch them all, instead of watching Dancing with the Stars, okay? At least that's my recommendation. If you wanted to go here, agent login, and you go real estate license courses, if you're gonna renew your license, you certainly can come into the CBGR, the Continuing Education Shop. They have signed up an agreement with Coldwell Banker George Realty to give you a discount. And if you have friends, family, they wanna get their license, you can go and get your license in any state, okay? They're very, they got 25% off. You can call in, pre-licensing. It costs you $96. If you want to get all those packages, that's up to you. I don't care if you come here, if you go to your friends, it doesn't matter to me, okay? So let me get out of there. If you wanted to go back to real estate school, you can go and talk to Kartik. They're also a company, a friend of ours. They do the live training pre-COVID. So I'm pretty sure that as soon as we can go back to real estate classes, they will be teaching real estate on Tuesdays evenings in our building here. So I hope that that happens pretty soon. But anyway, if you go to agent login, this is the back door. You go to agent login, there is a protected area. When you click on the protected area, the password is George. Okay, if you click on OK, you also will click on OK second time around, and you land on a page that has a lot of links. All of these links will take you somewhere. For example, if you wanted to order business cards, you click over here and you say, I want to order business card, and there is a business card order form. So you don't even have to come to the office. You can go ahead and go to your printer and print them. You can download them into your computer, print them and fill it in. And this is the phone number and the email of where you have to send your orders. Of course, you have to pay yourself for it. So business cards. If you wanted to do the how to renew your real estate license, there are step-by-step, right? You click on go to the www Department of Real Estate California Gov, and then you click on the registration. When you get a question, say yes. When you do that, and then you enter my email, and then I'll certify you. Okay, so very easy. Here's the transaction. Of course, you have to pay. You have to put in your 4 digits of your birthday or whatever, and then get your license renewed. So we're making it very easy, like a one-stop shop over here. For example, if you wanted to, if you speak Chinese and you want to explain a real estate transaction to your customers, there is an explanation. You can print this information and give it to your clients, and they'll understand that if they give the money, at the end of the day, they get the house, okay? And the same thing, if they put a house for sale, at the end of the escrow, you get your cash. Simple. Real estate is a very simple business. It is hard work, and you have to work every day at it, looking for customers. Real estate is one of those businesses where it's like hunting for wild animals. You go out, get your rifle, and you walk, and you wake up early, and you start looking for an animal. And when you make noise, the animal run away, and you have to keep on chasing until you find one, get your rifle, you shoot. Sometimes you miss. Okay, then you keep on looking, find another animal, then you shoot, maybe you kill it, and then you can eat it. Otherwise, you come back home, no food, no animal, right? Like going fishing, like panning for gold. You have to move a lot of mud to get the gold. Like looking for pearls, you have to open a lot of shells in order to find the perfect pearl for your necklace, okay? That's how real estate is all about. If you wanted to buy your own signs, right? Remember that every and you wanted to put your signs in a listing, this is the sign order form. You can print it, send it to your receptionist or your listing coordinator, and there will be a sign put up for you. Okay. Oh, sorry, I got out of my, see, I just have to re-sign in again, log in again to George. And then if you want to have MLS sales information sheet from the office, there is your sales information sheet, no big deal, right? If you wanted to get a Coldwell Banker George Realty addendum, there is your copy of your Coldwell Banker George Realty addendum. If you need a 1031 exchange form, there is your 1031 exchange form. So everything, we try to give it to you right here. There is another one that I was looking for, company logos. It's under construction, how to renew your license, training, and we're putting more stuff over here, resource list, right? So this one, we try to make sure that if you're looking for something, right? Home services, emergency services, 24 hours, they do a cleanup, you have a flood, you can call these people. Construction, handyman, environmental, escrow companies. If you're looking for home inspection companies, if you're looking for home insurance company, if you're looking for arbitrators, right? There is your arbitrator, mediator, whatever. If you're looking for anything you can think of that has to do with real estate, we have somebody there, right? Earthquake emergency gas shut-off valve installation. There's a company that will give you a free estimate. We do not endorse any of these companies. We don't know if they're gonna give you class A service or lousy service. If you use them and they give you lousy service, just let me know and I'll erase them from here. But I cannot guarantee the performance of any of these companies, right? So if for any reason you use them and they give you bad service, oh well, go change them, okay? I don't guarantee them. I'm just putting them up there because they've asked me to do so. Okay, so this is Coldwell Banker George Realty website. And then if you need anything from there, if you are lost, just let me know and I'll help you on how to do it. The next one that I wanted to show is for those of you that really want to learn sales, right? You got to go to www.mikeferry, right? Some of you have heard of this guy, you know, mikeferry.com. And Mike Ferry is probably one of the best real estate trainers in the United States. This is somebody that is going to train you and coach you in sales. They're not going to teach you on how to write up a contract. They don't even care if you know how to write up a contract or not. The most important thing is look for customers, how to do a live listing presentation, how to work with buyers. So right here, they have all of the events, they have products. If you go on the products and you wanted to get a copy of Mike Ferry's any information, of course, he's gonna sell it to you. If you want it for free, sometimes we have copies over here, but they do have 10 for, you know, 15 minutes before you close the sale on audio. This is so for you to pump up yourself and say, okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? I gotta be prepared for my listing. Just like I prepare for the class, I say, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna talk to the agents this morning? I have to be in my best behavior, you know. But if you want copies of Superstar Retreat, you can buy them. There are free items over here, like the script practices or things of that nature. You can buy them. You can, you know, trigger cars if you want to have them physically. He also sells books. So anything you want to do, it's right here. I highly recommend it. It is a good friend of Coldwell Banker George Realty. If you call the company, Mike Ferry, there is a sales rep for Coldwell Banker George Realty. All righty. The next one, you know, some people say, oh, I don't like him. He always make me to work, right? You can go to www.tomferry, right? Tom Ferry is Mike's son, right? tomferry.com. And if you go to him, he also have training, right? He had a very nice article yesterday about Zillow. In case you have not heard, Zillow became a broker. So if you are paying for Zillow leads, I think you're wasting your time. If they call you, it's just like if a Remax call you and say, hi, would you like to put your face in my website and I'll do it for $59.99 a month. I think you're an idiot to do it, but you know, Christoph Shu, if anybody knows him, he's with Coldwell Banker. He's one of the, you know, best real estate agents in Southern California. He goes to Tom Ferry's event. So if you wanted to sign up, you could also call one of these people in the chat and say, I would like to go to one of the, I get a free coaching consultation. And you go to one of these people's programs, you tell them I'm with Coldwell Banker George Realty. They would also extend you a discount. Okay, so these are just resources that I'm telling you to go out there and get if you wanted to really get yourself involved in the real estate business. We cannot teach you everything, but we will guide you in the right direction, okay? The next place that I want you to go for training is our own, you know, www.CR MLS. You guys have access to the CR MLS. And when you go there, it is not just to go find properties, right? When you go to Matrix and you need to sign up, you go to the MLS dashboard. Of course, everybody have to have a username. Mine is W71738, right? And my password is, I forget, so I have to keep it in my mind. I have so many ones that I get confused. But if I land on the MLS, right? Before I access the MLS, which is this button over here, and go looking for property, take a look at all of these things that are up here. They're CRMLS additional products. So if you wanted to learn about NAR Mermaid resources, you can go here to the NAR. If you wanted to get stuff with your lockbox, this is a link to it. If you wanted to go to RPR NAR, which we will go, you go here. So then these ones are also resources. You know, what happened? Where do my listing go? Listing distribution. If you want to exclude a listing from the MLS, there is an extra form that you have to fill in. If you wanted to get anything Find out, it's right here. If you wanted to go to classes, there it is, look at it, education. When you click on education, they have webinars. They have classroom trainings. They don't have classroom training right now. They're having them virtual, okay? There are CRMLS virtual classes. You can go here and sign up for classes, or you can watch, right, videos and learn on your own pace, okay? So there is the information. If you're looking for a photographer for your listing, look at it. They even have a photographer's list right here. They are all of those photographers list, right? Oh my God. Of course, they're all over the California, but look at it. All these people will take a picture of your listing and it will be approved by the MLS. Of course, we use a company, what's his name? I can't remember his name, but he's a good friend of Coldwell Banker George Realty, and we use them. Okay, so that is all the photographers list. The training is right here. So there's no excuse for you not to learn. Now you are a business within a business, right? You also think of yourself as the chef in a restaurant. A chef in a restaurant doesn't just make one burrito and sells the same burrito forever. He goes out there and prepare more meals and try to change the menu and make it better every day. Should I put a little salt? Should I do it this way? Get the nice recipe, right? If you go to a very fancy restaurant, they're always thinking the chef special today is beef, or the chef special today is duck a l'orange. And they're always changing and making good stuff. Fish from the market. We got today, shark fin, and we're gonna make a nice soup for you. Whatever there is, you as a real estate agent have to be looking for training. So you have to at least learn something new every week. So that way you know how to do your listing presentation. How do I work with buyers? How do I work with sellers? What's going on in the market? How do I do a listing presentation online? I mean, by now, every single one of you should know how to do a virtual class, just like what I'm doing, a presentation one-on-one with your client, and you see their face and you say, hey, let me email you my listing presentation. Let me email you my documents that you need to sign via e-signature, CAR forms, so that way you sign it and we put the property on an MLS. You know, sometimes they might not even let you into the house. Then you got to tell them, can you do me a favor? Can you take pictures with your own cell phone of every bedroom, every living room, every kitchen, the backyard, the front house, and email me the photos? And you should be able to teach them and even tell them what to do on their phone, because they say, oh, I don't know how to send it to you. And then you got to tell them, well, you got to click over here where it says share, and put my email and share to my email or share to my text. Hello, the people already know how to do that. And if you don't know how to do that, next, they're not going to use you. They're going to go to the other real estate agent that's already doing it virtual. Please get on with the program. That's what I tell people. Okay, so this one, we go out of this one, right? And there is more information right here. So just because I am in here, I can also go and get another web address, or I can click here. NPR is doing great things. This is the National Association of Realtors. And of course, they sign me in because they recognize me. But, you know, we already have our Coldwell Banker logo. So whenever you are going to get a report, then he already has our logos. If you go to the commercial, if you're a commercial agent, you click on commercial and it will give you 56 million properties in commercial, okay? And of course, every website now has a chat room that asks you, what do you want to do today? Look at it on the right down corner. And I just wanted to show my agents. There's also RPR Mobile. Put it on your cell phone, because that way you can search any property on your cell phone. You're driving and you look at an address and you put search and you put the address and it will tell you who is the owner of that property. And you can go knock on the door and say, good morning, Mr. Castrellon. I just noticed that you have a beautiful house. Have you ever thought about selling it? I have buyers that are looking to buy in this area of West Covina. You know, it's just different if you just door knock. Hi, I'm a real estate agent. No, you can say, good evening, Mr. So-and-so. And they're going to say, whoa, how this guy knows my name. Well, he's a trained Coldwell Banker George Realty agent that got all of these little things better than the other agents. You have to be always just a little bit better than the old agents that work at other companies, okay? So if you go here, you do have to create your a profile, right? You got to set up your profile. You got to put your photo. Make sure that your logo is there. If you want to have a personalized logo, that's up to you. Fill in your information, right? I'm in Alhambra. I'm a 1611 Garfield. The more information you put in here, the better that your profile is going to look, right? And then he says, oh, I'm with Coldwell Banker Commercial, right? I'm a regional MLS. And then you tell them, what is my number? See, I do have a couple of numbers here, and in Arcadia, I am AR43640, and West San Gabriel, this is my number. My license, they have to be on all my reports. Make sure that you do your report, your profile, so the profile will come up on your settings. Click on settings, right? And so I want 30-day on new listing. I want recently sold for 90 days. I have, you know, I tell them what I want on properties, right? And then I tell them the areas that I wanted to handle, right? Alhambra, Arcadia, Monterey Park, Rosemary, San Gabriel, Temple City. If I want to add more areas, I can add more areas. So come over here, look for the search tools, and you can do a lot of tools and searching and all that other stuff. I'm going to go back to residential, because on this one, it has multifamily industrial. So right here, you can put any address, right? You know, I look and I come up with, you know, and he gives information about my house, right? There is a house in San Gabriel where I live. And so you can do a report on that house. You can come up with the comps, and you can do a CMA, and it tells you who the owners are and all that other crap that is there. You want to create a report about this house, and you can create a property report, a seller's report, just a property flyer of this property, right? And then I want to make a property flyer, view a full profile of this house. Where was it? Back to my report page, sorry, right? And I wanted to do this, and then I want to generate the report, run the report. And in a couple of minutes, I'm going to have a report of that house. Of course, it's going to be just a flyer of the house that I didn't even make. They make it for me. And I would do this on every listing that I go, right? So that way the people would say, whoa, you know, the report has been made. So if I go here, what am I going to do with the report? I want to download the report. 2 minutes remaining. Okay, so they're going to let me know when the report is ready. And once you have the report, it's finalizing. It's telling me right there at 10:34 a.m. And it's going to make a flyer of the house. Just so I show you how easy it is to do it. Practice with your own home. Practice with your father's home, with your mother's home, with your girlfriend's house, you know, with anybody that has a home. Even if you're renting, do it on the house that you're renting. Do a market analysis. Next time you talk to the landlord and say, hey, by the way, do you want to sell this house? Maybe they want to sell it to a better landlord. Who knows? If you're renting, you know. Oh, it should let me know when the report is done. But anyway, do not send unsolicited mail. Okay, let me just move to another report anyway. So this is NAR website. NAR pay for this service. You pay for this service, okay? Right, so we are back at this one. All right, here, sorry. So when you're here, that's RPR. Here, for those of you that wanted to get a market analysis, you can get a market analysis by going to Cloud CMA. Same thing, you go to Cloud CMA, and that's another class that we do, and we teach you all the places where you get CMA. There is a report that you can create. Of course, you always have to set up your profile in it, okay? You have to set up your profile. I guess needed to go to my create a CMA, and it goes and creates a CMA, right? And this is how you do it. You go and get the listing, so you do a dirty, quick and dirty, and you will have a report right there. There it is. There is my report, right? So it did a report on the property at 6012 De Loma in San Gabriel. I didn't even have to take the picture of the house. That came in with the Google photo there, right? But it was presented by me, and he tells them where the house is, and he gives you an estimate of what the house is worth based on the square footage, and he gives you some facts about the house. Look, okay? So all of that information, all that property report that prepare, it's right there. The market going up, always, the market always go up. Don't get fooled by anybody that tells you the market is gonna drop. Yes, it dropped here back in 2008. Get over it. Is it gonna drop again? But look at it, it dropped from here to here. So when it dropped from here, it's probably gonna drop from here to here, right? So it's still here, that line is still higher than here. So don't be fooled when people tell you, wait until the market drops. The market drops every day. Look at it. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. But the majority of the time, look at it. From here, ooh, going up. Here, ooh, going up. If you bought a house in in 2005, look at it, the values going up. Everything goes up. All right, the money goes down. So things always gonna be more expensive later on. Yes, you're gonna find somebody that is gonna tell you, oh, the cost of money. Yeah, today's dollar is different than tomorrow's money. And because they're printing so much money and the government is sending so many checks, we're gonna have trouble in the future. I do not know when, but we will. So that is one of the property reports that you can print on a property by using NAR RPR. And when you walk to the house with this type of report, you know that, or at least you're showing the seller that you took time. And well, how long does it take me? 5 minutes to get a report on any house. So you look like you're already educated about properties, and you can talk about it and tell them what the market is doing in San Gabriel just by reading that. You can do that in any city with any property. Okay. So the next place that I wanted to show you, and I always go through all this trouble, is for you guys not to forget about all these resources. Everybody already pay for your NAR dues, right? So www.car.org, right? If you go to there, you will find that there is so many things about it. If you wanted to keep on learning, learn and thrive. Right here, they give you the classes, right? Education calendar, it tells you when the next classes. Not all of them are free. You already pay for these people. If you want to take a specialized class course online, if you want to buy the whole thing, you can buy it. If you want to take, to me, this is probably one of the best trainings that there is in real estate, okay? The Graduate of the Realtors Institute. You learn not just the designation, right? And you finish up and you get your designation. But if you get this training, it's probably what it is, and it will tell you how to sign up, how to go to these people, and every state has a different classes, right? So you go to this GRI, and you're gonna be learning how to do this information, how to do real estate, right? It says CARGR will be available in early 2021. Please visit this page in the future for updates on the programs and availability. So you go to the store and you sign up for the classes, okay? So this is one of the ways to do that. The other way to do that is you go just to Learn and Thrive, and you go to this course catalog. And when you go to the course catalogs, you have, look at it, I mean, they even have it A through E, F through A, P to Z, all of those things, right? You wanted to learn about, you know, how to measure a house. Hello, you're not supposed to do that, but they charge you $49 to teach you how to measure a house, okay? You want to learn how to do it? I'll give you a measuring tape and teach you how to do it for free. All righty. So let's get out of there. But for example, you want to be a fundamentals or a transaction coordinator. This is what a coordinator will learn, right? All the forms, getting your agents, contingencies, disclosures, the process. All of the classes are here, right? Online, anytime you can take the courses. They cost money. If you say, oh, I don't have money to pay for this, sometimes it takes money to make money. Sometimes you need to go to a cooking class so you learn how to cook a good fish, a good noodle. You cannot just boil the noodles. You need to know when do you have to shut the hot water off on the noodles, right? So everything you get involved in, you are a business within a business. You are independent contractor. You control your time. You control your money. You got into this business because you didn't want anybody to tell you what to do. Unfortunately, we tell you what to do. It's up to you to do it or not to do it. If you do what we tell you to do, you will be successful. If you don't do what we tell you to do, you will not be successful, right? Or if you figure it out on your own, more power to you. All you need to do is produce. We don't even bother you. We don't even call you. You just produce, we help you, we cut a check at the end of the escrow. Okay, so these ones are classes that are available to every real estate agent. Okay, I mean, real estate laws, do's and don'ts for non-licensees, real estate safety matters, right? Social media for real estate professionals. So, oh, I don't know how to use my Facebook. A lot of people are on Facebook. Well, there is a class that will teach you how to do Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, right? How much does it cost? I don't know. You go there and take a look at it yourself. That's why you are an independent contractor. Okay. The next thing that I always like to tell people is to go to www.nar. I forgot this one. nar.org. I think is that. If not, it's gonna be realtor. And let me find out if I can find it. Not rockets. There we go. See, if you wanted to learn about rockets, they have them too. They have National Association of Rocketry. So this one is realtor. Realtor.org. I think that's the place that I needed to go. Okay, there we go. NAR.realtor. National Association of Realtors. And you can go right here for statistics. You can go to political. And here you can go for education. And the same thing. There's a lot about professional development. They have courses, discounts. They do charge money, not free. Okay, they're in the business of making money by your membership and also by selling you classes and products, okay? You know, so you can come over here. For those of you that have been in the business for a long time and you want to take this one, commitment to excellence, doesn't cost any money. And they ask you about code of ethics, discrimination, a whole bunch of classes there, okay? Code of ethics training is right here, right? So if you wanted to go to college and get a degree in real estate, you could also go to Columbia here. They have a relationship. If you wanted to look for books in real estate, hundreds, okay? Since 1923, the National Association of Realtors has been collecting books and archives and anything, and is there. So you can go to the collection, you know, and they also have electronic books that you can buy, you can download. That is a place where you go. If you want to learn real estate, you go ahead and do so, okay? The next place that I want you to go is the My CB desk. And I probably will, you know, this is my desk. I'm going to log out and then I am going to log in from the beginning from scratch, okay? So for those of you, I'm just gonna erase all of whatever I've been there and I'm gonna go to a brand new address. I'm gonna put www.my cbdesk.com, okay? And my cbdesk.com, and when I go there, I land on the Universal Coldwell Banker page. Oh, since it recognized me, my username and password, they brought me back to here. But I wanted to go to the beginning so that way you know. I do not know if it would remember me or don't remember me. But if it doesn't, www.mycbdesk.com, and I'm gonna go to there, right? Just to do it. Oh, mycbdesk.com, right? And I will go to mycbdesk.com. Right? So when I land on my CB desk, it's gonna ask me for a username and password, okay? Once I sign up with my username and password, then I will land over here. If for any reason you're having trouble getting to this page, you're gonna have to go to the bottom right corner, and on the bottom right corner, there is a help desk. And when you call the help desk, they're gonna help you get your username and password. Of course, since I am the manager, I have more boxes here than you will, okay? And so what I wanted to go is go to Coldwell Banker Learning Center. The Coldwell Banker Learning Center, it has everything you need to learn for Coldwell Banker. All of the classes there are at no charge to you, no charge. The people that close escrow, the people that pay the franchise fee, it's already paying for some of you if you haven't closed a transaction yet, okay? So when we pay our franchise fee, we get access to these classes, right? So for example, this class is regarding my self-pace, meaning there are 13 classes. So you can take one every day. By the end of February, you can handle all of these classes. They have one called the Sphere of Influence. Everything that says pathway agent, you should take the class as an agent, right? So if I click on this class, learn more, right? I am gonna take me to the class. Then I'm gonna say, launch the class. When I launch the class, I hope that this is going and you guys are watching, right? And it's gonna give you launch the course. So I'm gonna start my course, and it's gonna be very simple. I can do it at any time, anywhere, and it's gonna do, what is my sphere? What are my goals? Who do you know? What information do you need? Your contact database, growing your sphere, and summary. So number one, I need to know what is my sphere. I hear people talking about what is my sphere, right? So my sphere is everybody out there. My sphere of influence is the people that you know, who also knows you, and that they know that you are in real estate and would like and trust you. That is who your sphere of influence. If people don't like you, Oscar, you're out of trouble, okay? That's the problem, that if people don't like you, then you are not gonna be a good real estate agent, right? So the next one, what are my goals, right? So my goals are, and it tells you, go back to where my goals are, and I need to talk to, I need to have conversations with people, and to select a face-to-face, right? Ask for business, always. When you talk to your mother, you say, Mom, I haven't sold a house. Who do you know that might be thinking about selling? Boyfriend, girlfriend, acquaintance. When you're playing mahjong, when you're playing cards, when you're visiting, hi, I am in the real estate business. I am looking for a person that is thinking about selling their home. Their inventory is low, and if you put your house up for sale, it will sell for a lot of money. Then what is your goal, right? How many listings do you need? How many appointments do you need? And it will tell you how many people do you need to talk to on a daily basis, right? Today is Friday. If you did not talk to 60 people by now, you are behind. Tomorrow, Saturday, you need to talk to 60 people, right? 60 people is the goal. If you do that, you are going to make $100,000. Why? I don't know. Don't ask me. Just read that and follow through. Don't be hard-headed people. You need to talk to 12 people every day. 12 people on Monday, 12 people on Tuesday, 12 people on Wednesday, 12 people on Thursday, and 12 people today. No, after the class, you need to talk to 12 people for today. Forget about the other, 48 people. Monday, you start with 12, okay? And that's gonna give you transactions. This is a class for everybody to take, and you say, oh, I'm not willing to do this, therefore no income. Who do you know? Who do you know? That's a game. Who do you know that wants to buy? Who do you know? This is just a PDF form that you need to download it, and you start writing names of people. What information do you need, right? You need their connection, their phone numbers. Create a contact database, right? Where do I get a database? You already have a place to put them. It's called Zap, right? Growing your sphere. Go meet people. Everybody that you talk to at the gas station. My name is Cesar. I am a real estate agent with Coldwell Banker George Realty. Bob told me to call you. He asked me to call you about an upcoming real estate need. Bob gave me your name. He told me that you're looking to buy, sell, rent, invest. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? How can I help you? Let's get together, make an appointment. That's the business of a real estate agent, right? So, but that's enough. That is what you will be doing if you take the class Sphere of Influence, okay? Let me just go back. If you wanted to take any other classes, they are. If you want to project your goals, here you take this class about the goals, right? There's more courses. What is your value proposition? Well, the other broker said they will do it for less. Shit. Sorry for my language, but go ahead and list your home with the other agent if you think that they will do it. Cheap is cheap. Have you ever bought a cheap product and it breaks? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get a cheap realtor that is broken already. You gotta hire me for a good value, and I promise I will get you the most money in the shortest time with the least of inconveniences. Please sign the contract with me. I would like to be your real estate broker. Ask those questions always, and you will get it, okay? Don't be afraid to do so. All right, so this is where you will find learning information at Coldwell Banker, right? Now, today was about tools. So let me go back to my CB desk. Almost every single one of these boxes is one tool that you need to know, right? Remember, I talk about, this is for commercial university. This is Blue Mail. You don't need that. Build Out is for commercial agents. If you wanted to get your Coldwell Banker email, you come over here, brand email, right? If you are a commercial real estate agent and you want to do e-marketing, you do Campaigner. This one is CBC Brand Services. That's for Coldwell Banker Commercial. Demographics is also just for Coldwell Banker Commercial people. CBC Listing Link is for commercial agent. If you are thinking about spending money advertising for marketing yourself or your listings, you can come over here for social ad engine. And it's do-it-yourself Facebook and Instagram advertising at a cheaper price than if you do it directly with them, okay? This is how you do your associate business plan. You can create a business plan right here. It is a little complicated, but you have to do how many listings did I take last year. If you didn't take nothing last year, then you cannot do a business plan based on that, or you can decide, I would like to make this many listings. You know, I like to take 6 listings. I like to make 6 sales, 12 transactions, $10,000 a piece. That will make me $120,000. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, so you create a business plan around that. In order to get 6 listings, you need to have 2 appointments or sometimes 3 appointments for 1 listing. So you need to do almost 18 appointments, at least 1 appointment a month. or 1.5 appointments a month. So that means that every week you should be shooting to take one. It's a numbers game. Just like if you're going to have a donut shop, if you're going to make spring rolls or, tacos, if you're going to make, noodles, you need to know how many pounds of flours to buy to make the noodles, right? How many gallons of water you mix it. So those are the information that you need to know. It's a business. It's not a game. So when you come over here, you would go to the SAP. It's where you would get your website. Every agent, Coldwell Banker George Realty, has a website, okay? So if I come over here, I am going to have a contact. It is a website for me, and it's also a client relationship management. It's a CRM where I will add my customers, right? Of course, I have no leads, I have no meetings, I have 7 reminders because I have fake people over here, okay, that I put in long time ago, okay? But if you wanted to do here, contact, and I'm going to add a contact, right? So I am going to add a person. What am I gonna do? New contact, single contact. I am going to put here, first name Oscar, last name Castrellon. I'm gonna put Oscar's email, and I'm gonna put Oscar's email, and then I'm gonna put save. Now, he would be one of my contacts. I'm gonna contact anybody that is a for sale by owner. I'll put them in here. So they will be my contacts. Then after you put your contacts, you can send actions to everybody, email, right? You can send email to every person. Of course, you have to check them, right? I check this person, I check this person, I check this person. I'm gonna over here, I'm gonna send an email. Then I go out there and type up the email. What am I gonna write it up, right? Type, and then I'm gonna put here, select the email script already prepared. So I go to the email script. Anything that you have a flame, it means that people respond to that one, right? And he'll say, hi, whatever name. I just wanted to check in with you to see if you're still searching for a home. If there's anything you need at this time, even if you're not looking to buy right now, I'll be happy to provide you with any information you need about preparing your home, blah, 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 blah. Let me know, I can help, and it's gonna be signed Caesar. I love to do that, right? This one has an 11% open rate, and it tells you, who opens, who doesn't open. So, but it takes work. It's not just because you have a real estate license, business doesn't fall on your head, okay? I don't care how lucky you are. You do need to work at real estate, okay? So if you are trying to work and make this one your work, you have to work an hour, 2 hours a day just to be doing this and making phone calls and saying, what do I do? How do I do it? You cannot just be wasting your time watching TV and then all of a sudden, oh, I got to do a listing presentation. Where do I find one? No, you have to create one, okay? And so that's the reason. Over here, if you go to the right of the Zap, there is your name, and you do have to fill in your settings, right? This is for settings. How do I select my website? So I'm gonna go see account settings. When you go to the account settings, you have to put your email, right? What is gonna be your email? How is your email gonna look like, right? I put my name, my information, and so this is gonna be my signature email. You have to prepare all this, right? So you gotta do it. My MLS membership, I belong to Southern California MLS, right? Or, my leaps, I go to Antelope Valley. This one's a company puts in there for you, everything. What are my service market? I work in LA County, all this area, Yucaipa. Some of them is off, some of them is on. See, I do Orange County, is on. So you can turn them on or off. It's up to you, but you need to be the one doing it, right? So now I go here and I go to my website. And this is the way my website looks. This is the back of my website. Oh, this one looks like Coldwell Banker George Realty website. If I wanted to change this photo, I can come over here and say, change the photo. I'm gonna go choose the file. I'm gonna go to my computer and I'm gonna go to pictures, for example. I love Spanish houses. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to go to Spanish houses, right? Spanish houses. And then over here, I'm gonna, oh, I love this Spanish house. I'm gonna put open, and then, oops, maybe the size is too big. So I gotta go and do that. And choose another property. Okay, so I'm gonna go and I love more Spanish houses. I'm gonna put this one. Okay, I love this one. Okay, please mute yourself. Welcome to the class. Thank you. So here I have to pick for a picture that is not too big. So I have these photos that are very big. Oh, I like Spanish houses. Oops, it's not letting me take. Hold on a second. So I'm gonna choose a file. Maybe I gotta get a small Spanish house, so not a big one. So okay, I like. So I need to resize my photos. Okay, they're too little or too big ones, right? So I'm gonna be doing that. Maximum file is 12 MB. It has been too big, so I'm gonna leave the same one that I have. So I'm gonna go back to the photos. Okay, and I can, but if you wanted to change your cover photo, you're welcome to do so. If you wanted to change your photo, anything that has a little pencil over here, you're welcome to change it. The same thing, you go edit, I go edit my photo, I bring a different photo, and I'm there. So if I wanted to put the areas that I work, I'm gonna take them out. San Gabriel, Rosemead, I take them out, or I can add a new city, right? This is the maximum that you can put in there. But if you wanted to delete West Covina, boom, I take West Covina out and I don't have it. Now I can add a city and I'm gonna put West Covina back. There we go. So now I have West Covina. That's how easy it is. My sold homes, right? And you can go and put here, da, 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 and type up anything you want. Everything where you see the little pencil and then you save it. Now here, I have a video. I think I have a video somewhere, and I don't make videos, but I went in and got the video from Coldwell Banker. So professional website tracking, it tells you how many people have looked at my website, my professional information, I fill it in, any reviews, there'll be stars in the reviews, resources, you know, agent insights. This is, you can talk about all these places. You can do that. I have insights in, you know, in different locations. If you want to buy a house, sell a house, I can put custom pages. All of this information is for the customers, okay? Now, if I wanted to go to my website, this is my website address, okay? This one, I can send it to people in a text email, and it will go into their mobile phone, and when they click there, they'll come up to my website, and I just copy here and paste. This one is my website URL. Of course, you can change it, but everything is Coldwell Banker agent Cesar Aviles at coldwellbanker.com. So that will be the name of my website, okay? Very long, you cannot remember. You can buy a name and change it and then direct that email to this address. If you wanted to have, like I do have, cesaraviles.com, okay? So those are like your website. That is Zap. You need to go to training to learn how to run it, right? And if you have any questions, you could always call the help desk and they will guide you to where you need to go to take these classes, right? So if you go to my website, go to your desk, you can go to Learning Center. When you go to Learning Center, you can find, what are you searching? I want to learn Zap. And it should give me to my Zap. Zap, they have Zappy hours, you know, so you can go to the Facebook and then they have Zappy hours and you can take that information. So when you go to Zap, there it is, adding a contact in Zap, Zap marketing assets, bulk email, you can send email, page 68 to 150, contact profile. So you need to learn. I mean, I cannot teach you and hold your hand on how to do every single thing that you would like to do, right? So here is the information that you need to do. Go to the Coldwell Banker University, go to your learning library, you pick the classes that you need to pick, right? There are also virtual classes. There are self-paced classes. There's video classes on farming, right? Farming and Popeyes. Some of you, Popeyes, if you're driving around town and all of a sudden you remember that your friend lives up the street, you can park your car and you knock on the door and say, hey, I'm just popping by just to see how you're doing. You need a ride to go to the market or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I understand that because of COVID, we're not doing all of that. We keep social distancing and people might not be happy to let you into their home, but the world is going to come back and it's going to be use this time to be ready when the world opens up again, okay? So all of these classes, you can start taking them. When you're bored, nothing to do, don't just watch television. Please watch a virtual video from Coldwell Banker University. That is my advice to you. Now, you need to work your ass off. You need to work very hard for the first 5 years in your business so that way you can enjoy the rest, the other 5 years. I do not know what to tell you. This was my profession. I only have real estate as my income. So every Friday I would go door knocking. Every Monday I would, make phone calls. Every day, 3 hours a day from 6 to 9 p.m. I would be making phone calls all day long. Do you want to sell? 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 All the Rosemead, all the Alhambra, I will door knock. And everybody from New Avenue all the way to Fremont, between the freeway and Valley, every single house, 9th Street, 8th Street, 7th Street, Stoneman, Hidalgo, I know every single name of the street, Camellia, whatever happens to be the streets in Alhambra, I know them because I walk them, okay? And that's what you have to do. Unless you have rich parents that are feeding you properties, you need to work. No easy job. It is simple, but it's a hard work. You're self-employed, so you got to be the president of your company that makes decisions. You got to be the manager of your life that makes a lot of decisions. You got to be the janitor of your business that picks up the trash of your business. So it's a lot of stuff that you need to do as a real estate professional. Okay, let's go back to my desk. Okay, for those of you that need to learn, here's where you need to be. CBU Learning Center. Make yourself a favor. Go here and take the classes. Make yourself a favor. Go to CRMLS, as I explained before, and take the classes on how to do searches, how to put automatic searches. Oh, my sister is looking for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath in, Temecula. Put Temecula. Put your sister's name. Make a search, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, save it. Put an email, and then every time a new listing comes up in Temecula for 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, it gets emailed to my sister. So my sister will be getting emails about the house in Temecula. Number 2, if she really wants to move there, it's like, oh, a new property. She gets excited. Caesar, I saw a house in Temecula. Can you show it to me? I'd like to buy it. That's an opportunity for you to go and write up an offer. So anybody that tells you they're thinking about buying, you should put it on the CRMLS automatic search. You could also use your Zap to do that. You put the search, you put the Zap, and it's gonna keep it in here, right? So CBU Learning, very important. Coldwell Banker, CB George Realty website, important. Make sure that you have your profile there. NAR, a lot of libraries and training. CRMLS, a lot of videos to training, but this today is about Prospect Square as well, right? So everybody has, this is a brand new tool. It is this one took over what we used to have before that used to be e-marketing. This one is an automated email marketing for your sphere. This is people that you're gonna be sending them market analysis of the property, of their home or the area. So when you click on Prospect Square, you are going to be adding customers one by one, or you can convert them into a comma CVS file. That's what they call it, right? So once you go to Prospect Square, that means like a plaza, right? And it says, in the last 14 days, you don't have any campaigns. Of course, I don't compete with you. I am a non-competing manager. I want your success to be part of our success. But over here, the same thing. Contact.
Really? What?
Report.
Stop. Pretty, now stop. Yes. Come on. Stop.
Okay.
Go sit down.
Just make sure that you silence yourself. Anyway, here you go to contact. You go to reports.
You know, he does a little thing.
Groups.
Yeah.
You can put groups.
And you know why he was doing that? I told him because he's spitting at Renee with his mask off. He's like, at Renee. Oh.
Yeah.
No problem. Just make sure that you silence yourself. I don't want to get out of the screen. Thank you.
What are you so angry about?
Flops.
Okay, let's put the ice on it. Where's the ice?
No sweat. We are here. We're all in this together. No worries. Okay, so this one, it will get you groups, right? For example, so you're going to create a new group. And here you can call sellers. Or you can say past clients. And start building your past clients list. And you created that. Okay, so now I get out of there. Now I have a group called past clients. And I'm going to put all my past clients here. So when I go to add a contact, right, I am going to add a new contact. I am probably going to put that into a group, right? I'm going to put the first name of the person, the last name of the person, the email of that person, a phone number. Once you do that, once you have a name and an email, those are the only required items. Look at it, first name and last name, right? And you put an email for the person. 3 things. The other stuff, I don't care what you put, the spouse, the birthday, their anniversary, notes, and you save it as a client. Once you save it, you know, of course, I only have my boss, you know, Peter, and my wife here. And then you're going to create something for them. So I'm going to say to this client, I'm going to an action. I'm going to create an area report or a market report or a quarterly report. You can start if you say, oh, I don't want to be so pushy, right? I don't want to bug my people because they're going to think that I am desperate for business. I'm going to look bad. Get over that. Quarter report. So I'm going to create a report, right? So I'm going to do a preview. If I have report, please, you know, and then you start creating a report name. Past clients report number 1, right? Past client 1. I just name it. Market area. What area am I going to market? I want Los Angeles County, Riverside County, you know, San Bernardino. I want Riverside County, for example, right? I'm going to put okay. Then copy agent on the report. I don't want to get it, or maybe yes, you get a copy of what they get, okay? Quarterly report from Caesar. Quarterly report from Caesar. I'm going to preview, right, that report. And they're making the report. And this is a beautiful house. And it says Q4, Riverside County. Dear Marielsa, welcome to your latest quarterly report with up-to-date real estate data, blah, blah, blah. Right? You can convert it to PDF. This is what they can do. They can view it. They can share it to social media, right? Maybe you make the reports for yourself and then you can share it in your social media. You can forward, right? And it will say Coldwell Banker George Realty. It has the logo and it tells you that in Riverside, so many houses are selling, new listing. You look so smart just by sending this information to your clients, right? I love Palm Springs, so I was gonna look for that, what is going on in Palm Springs or Rancho Mirage, and the market, there's 345 houses and the price have dropped 3.69, single family home, condo is going up, yeah, because it's very affordable, and all that information comes up there, you know, Temecula and all that snapshot of your real estate going up and down and all around. Send this information by email. If they like it, they'll keep it. If they don't like it, they delete it. How much did you lose? Nothing, okay? And if they wanted to see a report, see, they can sign themselves to a report. In the Coachella Valley, there we go. I want one. I want to live there. You can do that for LA County, for whatever person you want to do. You're previewing the report and you say, you know what? I like it or too much information. And then you save it and send it, right? So if I put save and send, it's gonna go, your report is processing, will be emailed to the recipient shortly, right? And he says, new quarterly reports will be automatically sent when updated every 3 months. Okay. All righty, my wife is probably gonna call me and tell me, what the hell are you sending me, okay? But that's what you can do with every person that you know. You know, you gotta grab your cell phone. Every contact that is here must be here no later than 1 week. Do a favor to yourself and put everybody that is in your phone that you have a name, a number, and an email. You put them there. Even if they don't own a home, they wanted to know what the hell is going on in the area. And if you send 100 people one report every 3 months, do you think that maybe they think about you when you are thinking about, when they're thinking about selling or buying? Hopefully, yes. That is the reason why you need to automate. Today, if any one of you has an email account, I mean, all of you that are here are somehow, computer, because you already went to your Zoom meeting. You're gonna check your email. You're gonna check your Facebook. You're gonna check your Twitter account, and you're gonna see that you're being bombarded by a whole bunch of advertising. In your Facebook, they're gonna say sponsor. That's because you live in an area. So every business in that area that is paying for an advertising is sending advertisements to there. If you happen to go to Amazon, if you have a Netflix account, the world knows where you live and the world knows what you watch on the movies. They know what you're watching. Good movies, bad movies, good series, bad series. You cry with the romantic novels and whatever. They already know that. So they need to know that you are a realtor that is also sending that information to them. And the more sophisticated look-alike, wow, look at that report. That was a top of the line report that Caesar sent me. He must be a good real estate agent. Whether you are or not, that's beyond the point. But I believe me, I love the report from this one. Prospect Square is a new tool, free, no charge to every Coldwell Banker George Realty agents. And all you need to do is add another contact, right? You put here that I want to add a contact. Let me take that one out. Then I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go to contacts. I'm going to put a new contact over here. I'm going to put a name from my phone, right? I'm going to put a last name from my phone, and I'm going to put an email if I have one. Okay, make sure that only people with email, right? So, and if you find out where they live, if they live in Alhambra, LA County, and you send them a report about the city. Now, if you want to send them a different report, a market report, then it will be not a quarterly report, but it will be an area report, San Gabriel Valley maybe, or a market report. It's going to be more of your house, right? So here, you're going to do a quarterly report to everybody because you're a soft salesperson. But you have to do that, right? So let's say that you have 50 people. 50 reports doesn't even cost you any money, right? Oh, I have to have money to make money. All you need to do is invest 1 hour of every week updating your desk. That's it. So this is a program that you need to learn it. How can you get training on this? Hello, right here are the help. Whatever you need help, notifications, you need to come over here and get your help. There's no more training. I mean, nobody's training you on Facebook. Nobody's training you on how do I order something from Amazon. You learn by making mistakes. You learn by trying and error. Oops, I put the wrong credit card. What do? Cancel the order. Oops, I ordered too big of a suit. Oh, what do? Return it. I mean, you can order stamps by mail. Even the post office is now by mail and Zoom. So you need to be in the 21st century. We are in February of 2021 after one of the world's worst pandemics, right? So everybody's hiding in their home. Everybody have to do business in home. They order food by home. I mean, look at all the delivery of food, right? Dash. Who the hell knew what Dash was? Well, I don't order anything food. I mean, I go out to restaurants because I want to help them out when they're open. And if they deliver, I pick up from whatever neighborhood they are because I want them open. I don't want them to go bankrupt. But anyway, here's an opportunity for you to work. Promise me that you are going to go and work and do this, okay? This is something that I wanted to do just to do like a little advertising. I'm gonna stop sharing and then I'm gonna come back to sharing. Wanna thank everybody. Oscar, I think the name is Frank. I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, Frank Snoney. Yes, thank you, Oscar. Frank Snoney is our photographer. He's a nice guy, okay? Do they have in Spanish? I have a good electrician. We can add that to the list. Well, Oscar, all you need to do is send me the electrician name and number. Whenever you're sending electricians and plumbers, they have to be licensed, okay? Other than that, don't call them electricians, they're handymen. And whenever you're doing repairs to a home in an escrow, make sure that the people are licensed. That way they take responsibility of whatever they're fixing and repairing. Thank God everybody likes, okay. Everybody likes you, Oscar, that's good. All righty, those are the comments. Anybody has any question about what I taught today about resources? I mean, I want you guys to be the owners of your own business, the owners of your own real estate company. You are a little company within our company. Yes, Rosanna. I see you unmute yourself. Anybody has a question? Everybody's quiet. Yes, sir.
I have that one report that you made, I think under NRA,
NAR, RPR, yeah, yes.
But that is the RPR free for everybody or?
Free? Nothing is free in the world. It is free to you because you already pay your NAR dues.
Okay.
Okay, so by paying the dues, this is one of the benefits. Having access to the NAR RPR, right?
So you can practice there and that goes nowhere except to you.
Correct. If you don't send it, it goes nowhere except to you. So all you need to do is go to the internet and you put NAR RPR right there. You type that, right? You can go to and it's a realtor's property resource. So it's a resource that is 100% owned and operated by the National Association of Realtors. They own it, right? So they grab the data and you go realtors property resource. And you land over here. And of course, I have to, I uploaded the Coldwell Banker, the new Coldwell Banker logo. So this logo will be on all the reports and you create an address, right? So you put an address, any address, right? If you put a commercial, right? I go to commercial and I put an address over here. Go to the search and I put 1611, right? 1611 South Garfield in Alhambra and I go search it. It will give me 1611 Garfield. Any address that you print, it's gonna be here. I guess I forgot to put Alhambra, and so it's gonna take just a little longer, right? But there it is. That's a picture of, oh no, 29 Palms. This is not 1611 Garfield, okay? Look at the wrong photo. But anyway, they got the wrong photo there. Good heavens.
Well, good thing we can find it.
Yeah, good thing if you can find it. But look at it. Who's there at that address, right? In Suite 300, Mr. James Chao. Okay. All of these informations are there. Nancy Luke, all of these people are in that address, okay? And he will tell you where did they get the address. HTP is Heighten Partners, ATP, right? So they're located there, and it will tell you information. Ramona School is close by. So on commercial information, it's a little harder, right? So, you know, I just want to let you know that if you want to find information about 1611 Garfield, you go to the commercial and you find. If you go to residential, you can type any address, right? I always like to do like 1608 Geranio Drive in Alhambra, and you click on that property. It's very close to here. It's one of my farm area homes. I sold this house back in 2000 and whatever. Same owners are still living there. You know, it was Chinese owners, right? You know, and they own the property. And you go there and look at it. The market is always going up. It comes down a little bit, but it always go up. Yeah, it will be nice to know to buy right here, right? It will be nice to buy right here. So you lost your opportunity. April of 2019 was the best time to buy that house, right? Other than that, now it's going higher in price. You lost it. You could have made $100,000. Look at it. From here, from July of 19 was the lowest part. You didn't buy it. You were waiting. So January of 21, it's already the house is worth $800,000. Okay, so if it drops a little bit right over here, then it's going to continue going up. I've been telling you, real estate goes up, up, up. So you can create any report over here. Before you create any report, plan to do your here, right? Welcome Caesar. And then do your profile. Fill in all the information. On the settings, make sure that you fill in the settings and the area that you work or whatever. Practice over here. Look at it. It has a little, maybe this is where they have learning, training. How do I add my photo? Look at it. How do I set up the zip form integration? Whoa, I have a zip form integration. So it will tell you from your RPR profile, select link to my zip form on the connect the app. And now if you're here, you can get this information and do your zip form. See, I just learned that today. Hello, so I go to my profile. I'm gonna go to where is zip form integration. I'll find it somewhere here, right? And you can connect it with your MLS. You connect it with your MLS, so I don't know, but I'll find it, you know, so you do your zip form integration on your profile. They even know what kind of phone I have. Look at it, my iPad. I didn't even know.
There's over here, zip form just above PR mobile access, there's a zip form.
Huh?
Just above the PR over here, where it says above this update device, and then up there it says zip form.
Exactly, so you can do that part. Okay. So those are the things that you can do on NAR, RPR. It is yours. You pay for it already, then use it, okay? I don't believe in, there's a lot of people that call you, email you, oh, I wanna sell you this. You already have it, you already paid for it. Use this one instead of the ones that they're trying to sell you, okay?
Thank you, Caesar.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Okay, I just wanted to make, for those of you that are looking for business cards, I showed you earlier where you can find business cards, but I just got a company called House of Magnets, okay? And this company, House of Magnets, it's a marketing company, right? Let me go there. They have calendars, business cards, name badges, all this information. Now, what I wanted to just to show you is that there is a market center. And when you go to the market center, you will say, my market center. And that will be Coldwell Banker George Realty Market Center. So anything that they print, it will be printed with Coldwell Banker George Realty logo. You need to register. I already registered, so I go see aviles@coldwellbanker.com. I put my, I believe that is my password. Whoop. Okay, I signed in with my password. And then if you need to buy anything, signs, open house signs, when we got open house presentation folders, you wanna do that, you can certainly do that. They have different packages if you wanna get the packages, okay? And this one is Market Center, your one-stop shop for Coldwell Banker George Realty branded product. It offers you the best in quality, price, order experience, brand compliance. You can even save if you bundle products, you know. So if anybody is interested in order anything there, you're welcome to do that. You know, they sell you name badges. Of course, these ones are different than the ones that we have, but it will have the Coldwell Banker George Realty logo, okay? So once you go there, you can click on this one. You say, hey, I want a black one. I want a blue one, okay? I want these ones, they're a little cheaper than the other ones that we have. It will have your Coldwell Banker logo. So if I go to this one, it will say, you know, your name, it'll say Coldwell Banker George Realty, and I want to order one. So I want to order one, and then I'm going to continue to the order form. I don't even know how do I go by buying it. But you get the message, right? Oh, add to the cart. Oh, title realtor. Okay, there you go. I gotta put my name. I don't want it. My office name. Update the design. And you see how the design will come up with the Coldwell Banker George Realty logo. Okay. For those of you that wanted to do that, you're welcome to do that. And then you order one. These ones are just the CB, Coldwell Banker, of course, with the original, but these ones are the ones with the Coldwell Banker logo. Okay. So you want one like this, you're certainly one like that, no problem. All of these ones are officially approved Coldwell Banker George Realty logo, and there can be found House of Magnet. Anybody has any questions about that one, just let me know. I believe I sent a link, but if not, I am going to be sending another link to that one. Okay, so if you want to get a hoodie, Oscar, and go by East LA, make sure that you're wearing your Coldwell Banker George Realty jacket so the wrong gang member doesn't attack you. All right.
Just to be on the safe side, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Just to be on the safe side.
and bring my bulletproof vest.
I'm just kidding. I kid with you because I love you, Oscar.
I know. Same here. I love you too, sir. I know you. That's why I like to joke around with you too.
Anybody has any question? So nice to see Yolanda in the class.
Thank you.
If she's not falling asleep, I know that she answers back when I send emails. She always responds that she likes or doesn't like whatever I send by email. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, call me. And I mean, I finished the class early because I just wanted to show you where you go for training. If you need any more Coldwell Banker, my CB desk. I'm trying to get Lisa Overman to do another class on that for the benefit of all of the agents. Okay.
I have a question for something different. I mean,
yes.
This listing, the CRMLS input.
Yes.
How do we have to? I mean, it looks like manually, or we have to do it on computer, or?
Unfortunately, we have to do it manually. Okay. So if I were to do it, right, you can go ahead. I'm gonna share my screen, right? And let's say I'm gonna prepare a listing. I go to usually, let me close all these. And I go to the Coldwell Banker George Realty, CB George Realty. Right, I go to Coldwell Banker George Realty. I go to listing and selling requirements, right? And when I get to listings and selling requirements, I hope I'm still sharing my screen. Mm-hmm. And I use my username and password. And I sign in and I create a new listing. the first document that comes along is a link back to CRMLS, right? And this is the steps that everybody have to take in order to take a listing, right? So you go over here, you're going to do a new transaction. You're gonna put a template. I'm gonna do a new transaction. It's gonna be a new listing. When it opens up a listing, it's gonna be, you know, Val, whatever, that's my transaction. It's gonna be residential. I'm gonna put a template. It's gonna be a residential listing. When I go there, I'm gonna save it. The company goes and put all of the forms that are required for my transaction, is going out there and getting all my forms. And the first form that comes along, one of those is gonna be, okay, it's applying to the transaction. And it's gonna be there. I'm gonna go to who is my seller. I filled in information about the seller. I'm in the seller side. Then when I go to documents, right, I would have all these documents. But if you look at it, it's a PDF form. Unfortunately, unless you already have a program that you can convert PDFs to a workable form, I don't have one. So I would come over here and I will click on the form. When the form comes along, my computer doesn't have the program that I can type in the form. So I need to see, I cannot type on the form, right? It's not a hot links on this one. So what I would do on this form is I go and print it, right? I'm gonna go and print the form, pop-up blocker. Okay, so somewhere out there, I have a pop-up blocker. I cannot print it. Or I download it to my computer, right? It's gonna be a PDF downloaded into my computer. I'm gonna put it on my desktop so I don't lose it, right? Once I have it in my desktop, I am going to open it, print it, fill it in with my handwriting, scan it, take a picture, load it again, send it to the customer for signature. Unfortunately, I am not that technical that I can undo the form. But some of you, some of the agents, believe me, there are several agents in the office, they already have, I don't know how, maybe they're paying Adobe or they're paying something. They can get the form, okay? And then they do fill it in. They type it, okay? So they can type on the form. Once it's typewritten, they load it again, they put it in there and they can use the form. I don't have that program, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All righty, great question.
And then one more thing. If I wanted the Supra box, I have to go to the board to get it, or?
Correct. If you wanted to get a Supra box, you go to the San Gabriel board and get it. If you're an Arcadia member, you go to Arcadia and get it, no problem.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Cesar.
My pleasure. Anybody has a question? Pam, Rosanna, Clint, Chang. Who's this Chang? I only see your last name. Who are you? Are you from Arcadia or Puente office? You falling asleep, and who is admin? Secret agent. Anyway, I appreciate you coming to the class. I don't want to put anybody on the spot. I only put Oscar on the spot because I like to have fun while I'm teaching. Otherwise, we fall asleep.
And you have known me for what, 30 years now?
At least, Oscar. At least, Oscar.
We're old timers.
Old timers. But anyway, I guess we called the class a little early anyway. There were less people in the class today. I don't know. I sent it yesterday to everybody. I sent it to Doug and I sent it to Lori. I'll try to send it on Wednesday because it was very tired yesterday and I sent it very late. But anyway, thank you for coming to the class. I hope that I guide you. I give you the information that you need. If we all forget about all of those things, I learned something about linking my RPR to my zip form. I'm going to do it pretty soon. So those are the things that once you learn something, you have to go and apply it. Otherwise, you'll forget and you never do it. I also found out that if you are in Coldwell Banker George Realty website, you can go to a calculator, you know, and do how much is the mortgage gonna be, right? Everybody went there, right? I'll share the screen again and look at how easy it was, Oscar, to find out what the payments will be, right? When somebody asks you, well, what my payments would be, right? All you need to do is go to the CB George Realty website, right? When you land there, I believe that you go to buyers, right? When you go to buyers, there's a mortgage calculator, bingo. And then you say, well, how much money is the loan amount? I'm borrowing $450,000, right? I am gonna be 30 years and the interest rate today is 2.5, or you can maybe type it. I have no idea, but I guess you can. You just pick, you know, 3%, and the taxes for a house, it's gonna be, I don't know, for depending on the price, 1% of the selling price. So let's say $6,000, right? And then my insurance, you better call Mark Wu, but let's say it's $1,000, right? So my payment, it's gonna be $2,480.55. If I only wanna know what would the interest be without taxes, right? It will be, if I'm borrowing $450,000 to the bank, my payment will be $1,897.22. Very easy. Where can you get this? At www.cbgeorgerealty.com. Go to buyers, go to mortgage calculator, and you have it there. Easy peasy. Now you have no excuse. When somebody tells you, well, how much will my payment be? It depends on how much you're charging. Let me find out. And you do this, or you call your favorite lender and you say, hey, I got a buyer interested. Can you call pre-qualified, let her know how much the payment gonna be? Easy. It's not that difficult. Don't make it difficult. It's just about talking to buyers, talking to sellers, putting them together. Yes, the transactions are complicated. Yes, the world is a complicated place these days. Some people want this, some people want that. Half of the world wants it to be this way, the other half want it to be the other way. So your job is to put them together, right? Your job is to get the buyers and the sellers, put them together. Your job is to get the people from the left, the people from the right, put them together. That's a very hard job anyway.
Good luck.
See, somebody's paying attention to what I say. Sometimes I say crazy things, but you know.
No, that's good. That's right. The way that's perfect. I mean, that's the way it is.
That's the way it is. That's life.
We signed the last year. I mean, this year and last year.
If I could do it, it would be easy, right? I'd be doing it, but it's very difficult anyway. So some people want a school, some people don't want a school. Some people want, you know.
Police. I don't want a police.
That was a good example, Cesar. I like that.
I like that. Some people want to buy, some people want to sell. Your job, get in the middle. Call them. Talk to people. Some people want to rent, some people want to, you know, rent their property out. By the way, I'm going to be sending by email 100 and so many ways to prospect. So watch out for my email today. I'll send it out to everybody. There is listings out there. All you have to do is go get them, okay?
Perfect.
So no more questions. I'm just going to say goodbye. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next week. For those in Alhambra, I see you Monday at the meeting. For those in Arcadia, I'll see you Thursday at the meeting. I'll see you face-to-face on Tuesdays. I'm in Arcadia. But the rest of the time, I'm available. My number, my email, I'm available for you. And all I want is your success, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Cesar.
It was an excellent class.
Thank you.
Have a nice weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.